In our previous lesson, we have learnt about verb forms. Now let us go on to tenses. We have been learning the different verb forms in the previous lesson. Now let us see how to use those verb forms to form the correct tense that we need in our sentences. The first form, also called as a simple present, is used to talk about regular actions, daily habits, and a future plan that is decided in advance. In other words, it is a definite action. Let's see a few examples on the next slide. The first one, we go to school every day. I say my prayer in the morning. The vacation commences from Monday. Sentence 1 speaks of a regular action. It is something that you do every day. In other words, it is a regular action. Sentence 2 speaks of a habit. Once again, this is also done every day. Sentence 3 speaks about a future plan that has been decided beforehand. So, it is sure to happen. That means it is a definite action, and the simple present can be used to make it sound more formal. Once again, let us look at the three verbs we used in our examples: go, say, and commence. These are verbs in the simple present, that is first form or V1. Now take a look at the subject of each sentence. Sentence 1. We is used as the subject, which is plural in number, as it indicates more than one person. Sentence 2, the pronoun I is used as the subject, and note the first person pronoun always takes the verb in its base or root or original form. Sentence 3, the subject vacation is singular in number, and the verb commences is also singular. Make a note of this. Add s or es or ies to the root verb for a singular number. Now let's talk a little more about the singular verb that is used with third person pronouns and nouns. The verb endings need to be learnt in a special way. Some of the singular verbs take different suffixes that are added at the end of the verb. For example, normally most verbs end with an s, like in the case of eat, eats, take, takes, come, comes, and so on. But verbs that have y as the last letter end with ies. That means the y is changed into an I and then es is added. For example, study, where you see the last letter is Y, and it has been changed into studies, that means studies. In the same way, try becomes tries, etc. And words that have ch, s, sh, x, or z as their last letters end with an es, like in church, churches, miss, misses, rush, rushes, and so on. Other irregular verbs have special forms. The third person singular of the verb be in the present tense is. Have becomes has, and do becomes does. Go changes to goes. Now, I'm sure you understood why I insist that mastering the verb forms is important. Let's see a few examples and try to practice them. Singular verbs used in the simple present form. I've given you here 8 sentences, and let us pay close attention to the verb in each sentence. The first one goes like this: I play cricket with my friends. She plays the piano very well. They rush to the playground. He rushes to the bus stand. The man shows them his identification. The men are busy doing their work. The man is asleep under the bridge. He misses the first period because he is always late. Now, when you look at all these sentences, you will notice the rules that I have already explained. If you go back to sentence 1, play, it is used with the first person pronoun. Plays is used with the third person she. And rush is used with the third person they, which is in plural number. Therefore, there is no s or es or any other suffix attached to it. But if you look at the sentence 4, he rushes. He is third person singular, and the verb rushes, you can notice the spelling, it is rushes. Similarly, the man shows them his identification. Here also you see the same thing. Man is singular and shows has an S attached to it. The men are busy. The word men is plural and are is plural in number. Similarly, the man is asleep. Here also we see that the word man is singular and the verb once again is singular. And finally in in sentence 8, we see that he misses. So misses. And you notice the es added because the subject he is third person singular. Let us look at 3 special verbs like be, have, and do that create certain problems while using them in the simple present. For this, I have given you a table, and let us look at the examples of the verbs. The first column says root verb, the second simple present, third simple past, the fourth is the perfect tenses, and the fifth is the participle. Now look at the verb be. It appears as be in the root verb, am, is, are as simple present, was and were as simple past, been in the perfect tenses, and being as the participle form. Similarly, have is used as a root verb and has in the simple present, had simple past, has had or have had in the perfect tenses, and having in the participle form. Do as a root verb, do does in the simple present, did as simple past, done as the perfect tense, and doing as the participle form. These verbs are very useful to frame positive and negative statements in the simple present. Now let us see how to use them. We have 2 columns here, one the positive and the other the negative. So let us read the positive sentences and then the negative sentences. I am interested in reading comic books. Positive. He is my friend. She does her work. He has come. She did her work. Now let's go to the negative sentences. I am not interested in reading comic books. He is not my friend or he isn't my friend. She does not do her work or she doesn't do her work. He has not come or he hasn't come. She did not do her work or she didn't do her work. In the same way, you can also use them with other verbs such as, look at the example. He likes ice cream. He does not like ice cream. Positive and negative. She plays chess. Positive. She does not play chess. Negative. And for your practice, I have some sentences for you here, and read them carefully and try to fill in the blanks with the correct form of the verb. The sentences are given to you, so read them and do them. And this practice, I'm sure, will help you overcome your mistakes in this particular area of using the singular verb in the simple present form, especially when it is connected to either a singular subject or a plural subject. Thank you.